Okay, so I think we live in a world now where we are generating, capturing, and using data at sort of unprecedented rates, right? And very soon we're going to be able to track our actions, the things that we do, our behaviors, and generate data around that at a really granular level, right? And at a point when we can capture data that shows the impact that we have on the environment around us, on people around us. And I think that's coming, and it can be self-generated and it can be third-party generated. But when we have that data, we can start to build records up that allow us to build an evidence base about how people live and work, right? And to me, trust is all about evidence, right? You can have faith, which is a blind belief in something, but trust is about evidence, right? And we have this ability emerging now to capture evidence about the things we do and see the consequences of that as well. And we'll stitch that stuff together. The combination of data, communications, AI is going to allow us to stitch that stuff together to build a really deep understanding of who it is that we're working with when we're working with them, the companies that we're working with, and all of their behaviors.
How are you thinking and working about this at Nesta?
So we're developing frameworks to evaluate some of the outcomes that we're interested in achieving in the world, which means that we can start to capture information about the performance of companies, particularly in the companies we invest in, and how they are performing to meet the kind of outcomes that we are targeting. We're looking, so that's about data generation, right? And thinking about how you evidence things like improvement in life chances because of transforming education, transforming health, and things like that. Then once you've captured the data, you need to find ways of storing it and holding it in a way that preserves privacy, but still allows it to be used, and that particularly preserves integrity around the information. So some of the distributed ledger technologies that are being generated right now give us really interesting new ways of starting to store data. Some of the work around identification and establishing personal identity is going to be really significant in this. So we're working on identity, on blockchain as ways of storing, and then of course how you use the data. So the principles of AI. Understanding how we build ethical frameworks around how we use AI and helping to shape the ethics in AI is a really important point as well that we're working on.